Hello, my name is Dr. Scott Young with Hearing Solutions Centers, and we're going to answer this question. How do I talk to my aging parents about hearing loss? Coming right up. Okay, so we get this all the time. We have family members that come in, whether you're in now I'm 54, my wife is a little older than I won't tell you how old she is because she gets mad when I do that. But my parents and her parents are, in their 80s to later 80s, okay? And whether you're 60 and you have a 90-year-old parent, or whether you're 40 and you have a 65-year-old parent kind of thing, we all start having this problem as we talk to our parents as they age. And then guess what happens to us? As we get older, our kids start talking to us. The reality is we need to look at the signs of hearing loss. And I don't want to give you the crazy big signs. I want to give you the very simple ones. Here's what happens. I'm going to start with a story. So there was a prominent physician in the Tulsa area. And he had this horseshoe-based looking office. It's kind of a squared looking horseshoe. And there's little tiny rooms for each of the patients. Now, there's probably about 2 or 3 patients, and I'm going to see him to talk to him about, our clinic. And I'm down in one of the rooms. He's down in this other room, and I swear to you, this is what happens. He's screaming, "You need 40 milligrams. Oh my God, you're gonna give me 80 milligrams and kill me." And they're screaming back and forth, 40 and 80, 40, 80. And he's screaming louder and louder. And obviously, I'm sitting in the room going, dude, she's got hearing loss, right? Swear to you, this is exactly what I did. He comes in the room, talks to me. I said, have you ever had to, yell to communicate to your patients? He's like, I don't know. I said, dude, you just did it down the hallway. It was like a HIPAA violation talking about, 40 versus 80 milligrams or whatever it was. And I didn't hear the whole thing, but it was like I could hear most of it. And he goes, but I have to talk louder to my patients when they get older. Yes. That's called hearing loss. If you're talking louder to your family members, your mom, your dad, someone else, your uncle, a grandpa, if you're talking louder, that means they have hearing loss. Simple. It's easy. It's hard to connect when you don't see all the dots there, but when you start putting it together, you go, oh, of course that's the case. When you go over and you're going to watch a movie together, let's say it's Thanksgiving, you're all watching a little movie, or you're watching a Christmas movie, or whatever that might be, and she turns up the TV just louder and louder, and you're going, man, this is killing me. You've got hearing problems. And they'll say to you, I don't want to address it because I don't want to be seen as old. I've had 90, 95-year-old people come in and say, I don't want to address my hearing loss because I would look old. I swear to you, this is what I do all the time. I'm like, you mean you don't want to put on something like this? And I'm 54, I'll be 55 here in a couple months, but it's like, I've been wearing it for 10 years because I've had some significant hearing loss. What are you talking about? And they kind of drop their problems inside there. So I just want you to realize, if they're turning up the TV loud, or if you're having to, talk louder, talk slower, whatever happens, that's a sign of the hearing loss. How do you talk to your parents? See, there's the simplest, the easiest way. If you try to attack the situation, which you're probably not getting through. Here's what I say. You know what? Dad, I love you. I want to talk to you. I want to communicate. But we can't do it right now. Why not? Because you have problems with your ears. And until you address it, I can't have a great conversation with you. And sit back and watch. And the reality is, that's what you want to address, is the communication problem, not the hearing loss. When you address that communication problem as a family member, you kind of come to that reality. We call it a come to Jesus mechanism. It's like, wait, Are we going to address our communication? Are we going to address the hearing loss and the age issue? Hey, that's something that you and the audiologist are going to do together. But the first part is about communication. So just think about that the next time you're with your family members and you really want to address that big problem. This is the way to do it. So thank you so much. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions, add it on the bottom too. Thanks so much.